Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have the conclusion to the Grayson Bey versus Judge Perkins saga. Now, we left off yesterday with him being found guilty and responsible for most of the charges, with the jury trial scheduled for the next day. Now, to the dismay of many of you guys, and myself included, that jury trial never took place, as the prosecutor decided to drop the remaining two charges. Instead, we get to listen to Judge Perkins admonish this sovereign citizen as he sentences him on the charges he was found guilty on. So let's begin.
Versus Javar Tyrone Grayson, case number SP 146437761. SP 146409991, SP 1463900, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bey. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bey.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bey, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite. Where's Mr. Grayson Bey's file? Yes, but I brought it back downstairs. Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama. That I was incorrect as far as the facts of that case.
Pay attention, sovereign citizens, because this is how you admit that you were wrong and correct your mistake.
Reverend Shuttlesworth was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he has another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant. And they were ticketed. And the unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading what the cases are about.
I personally enjoy when a sovereign citizen cites case law. It gives me an opportunity to read and better understand the foundations of our current legal system. Now, with that being said, half the time a sovereign citizen cites a case, it only parallels his current situation, and the other half of the time, it proves exactly opposite of what they are claiming. To put it more simply, for any potential window lickers that may be watching, when you cite these cases, you're so wrong that you're not even wrong.
I can actually fine you. That's something a lawyer would be can be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you purport. Have you looked at any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying more science. My religion is more science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So I'm more science. So I've been studying for over 10 years.
Well, that's a decade of edible highlighters this world will never get back. And you said something that piqued my interest, because I say it all the time. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's probably a sovereign citizen taking a bath in a public pool. So just because you call yourself a Moorish scientist or an American state national, it doesn't matter, Because if you believe that you can drive a car without a license, like a sovereign citizen, or that the courts don't have jurisdiction over you, like a sovereign citizen, then you're probably a crayon crunching sovereign citizen.
And
But you haven't been studying.
no disrespect to you, Your Honor. I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family. And so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please?
My name is Grayson Hall.
Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And I'm not, it's nothing about, you can see it. I just wanted you to acknowledge, I do acknowledge the fact, and I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now, but you didn't remain mute when you filed these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of or the rules have to apply, but I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through these cases. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads. You don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor, I remain mute to the situation.
Standing mute and shutting your mouth is the best decision you could make right now. And while you've clearly recognized that you have the right to remain silent, the question is, do you have the ability to remain silent?
And I replied, my mother is here. No due respect to the court. My matriarch is here. And I gave you pretty much documents to read. And I'm standing on those documents, and I'm gonna remain mute. Thank you.
All right, so I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 1463901, expired plate. I'm going to fine you $145 on that. And I've already found you responsible on SP 1463903, insurance no proof, and I say guilty on SP 1464091, and that's a 240 for the insurance no proof. I'm going to fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had in the note. Well, you told me off the record that you're going to dismiss SP 146436761 and SP 146390002. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I will probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just future jobs that I've lined up.
In other words, you ain't got anything lined up and you're too lazy to get a real job. Because trust me when I say this, every major city has jobs available. The only thing you gotta do is want to work.
So presently, you're not working.
Today, I'm not in court.
You got this play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and
Is this
driving. Yeah, there be the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, I gotta speak the truth to you, right? You respect the truth?
Now, if you,
Okay, I'm not working today. I'm not working.
No. You're not, I'm asking you, why is it taking you
We-
3 months to get up? I don't typically give out 3 months to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3 months.
Because you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Well, we
I'm
optimistic,
going to work
yeah.
tomorrow, and
Very-
I'm going to work the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you 3
I'm
months.
very
for that.
optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah, yeah.
So you're not working.
Today I'm not working. Tomorrow I'm going. I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to be done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth. Not as now, no. If that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable,
No,
I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm
what's
not
going
working.
on, sir.
I'm not working at this present moment. I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of working,
Yes.
like everybody does. We're
Yes.
looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yes.
you're not working now,
Right.
correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health services? Do you?
You questioning my mental capacity?
I'm asking.
I am, because anyone dumb enough to choose this lifestyle should absolutely have their mental faculties evaluated.
Because I mean, you're giving me these play on words. You're giving me all of this
Speak the
stuff.
truth,
You-
Your Honor.
you- I don't
Speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working today at this present moment. I'm not working.
And you're not working. You don't have anything set for tomorrow,
No, I don't.
right?
Nope, I don't. I don't.
You don't.
I'm
Do you
not
have
even
anything
working.
set for next
Nah.
week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right. I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have the stuff paid off, all right?
Can I get a total of that?
Oh, I love it. Because with that one question that he asked at the end, everything he stands for crumbled before his feet. Because by asking that simple question, he is accepting that the laws of the United States and the state of Michigan do exist, that the court does have jurisdiction and judicial power over him, and the best part, that he is prepared to contract with the government. And I'm satisfied with an idealistic victory over this mental midget. But if there's anything I've learned about sovereign citizens, it's this. He'll be back. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I appreciate you sticking around. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you disliked it, click the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.